Flashbackers, what's going on? Patrick Michael Strange. This is New Release Wednesday for June 12th, 2013. I'm again at my favorite store that you should be checking out, where you should subscribe for your comics, Flashback Comics, here in Woodbridge, Virginia. So let's get right to it. I know you want it. The new release books. Let's hit it. Symbol number 16. Katana number 5. Batman number 21. Superboy 21. Hunters, the Shadowlands, number 2. And we have a great variant cover for that one as well. X from Dark Horse, number 2. Helheim, number 4. Crow, Curare. We have 2 variant covers for that as well from IDW. And we have Transformers Regeneration, number 192, with a great variant cover for that as well. Big Time Alpha, number 5. Batgirl, 21. Pretty sweet cover on that, like the artist on that. I gotta have to check that one out. Uncanny X-Force number 6. Suicide Squad number 21. Batman Lil Gotham, real cute, number 3. Wolverine number 4. Bravest Warriors number 9, and we have a great variant cover for that issue as well. Demon Knights number 21. The Walking Dead number 111. Savage Wolverine, number 6. Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Season 9, number 22. Avenging Spider-Man, number 22. Joe Hill's Thumbprint, number 1. Six Gun Gorilla, number 1, from Boom Studios. Jennifer Blood, number 28. Dark Horse's Star Wars, number 6. Great Pacific, number 7. Bubblegum, and we have 2 great variant covers for that. That's issue number 1 from Bubblegum. Superman Unchained, number 1. All-Star Superman Special Edition, number 1. My Little Pony Friendship is Magic, number 8. And we have 2 great variant covers for that for all you bronies out there. Artifacts, number 28. Doomsday, Point 1, number 2. Constantine, number 4. Nightwing, number 21, and they're doing a similar cover to Days of Future Past with that one, or at least it looks like to me, if you're an Uncanny X-Men fan. Dungeons and Dragons, Forgotten Realms, Cutter, number 3. Peter Panzerfaust, number 11. Astonishing X-Men, number 63. Variant cover to that Joe Hill's Thumbprints that we spotlighted earlier, number 1. Half Past Danger, number 2. Masters of the Universe, number 1, a great special book on the origin of Hordak. You'll recall him as She-Ra's main villain. Aphrodite X, number 2, and we have 2 great variant covers on that one.
Also, it's Aphrodite 9.
Oh, excuse me, Aphrodite number 9. Thank you there, Connor. The Manhattan Projects, number 12 from Image. Grimm, number 2. Savage Wolverine, number 6. Venom, number 36. The Dream Merchant, number 2. Damsels Mermaids, number 2. Mega Man, number 7. Actually, part 7 of the Worlds Collide storyline, but that is issue number 26. Correction on Sonic. Let me speed back to that one. Ultimate Comics X-Men, number 27. Colleen Durand's A Distant Soil, number 40. Beautiful cover on that. World's Finest, number 13. Harbinger Wars, number 3. Wolverine and the X-Men, number 31. Smallville, Season 11, issue number 14. An American Vampire Special, The Long Road to Hell. I'm a huge fan of American Vampire. Check that out, number 1. Batman, Arkham Unhinged, number 15. Breath of Bones, A Tale of the Golem, number 1. The Shadow, number 14, and we have 3 great variant covers from for The Shadow. One from Tim Bradstreet, Franco Francavilla, and Alex Ross. Green Lantern Corps, number 21. Robin Hood, Wanted, Dead or Alive, number 2. Killjoys, The True Lives of the Fabulous, number 1 from Gerard Way. Threshold presents The Hunted, number 6. Guardians of the Galaxy, number 3. Thor, God of Thunder, number 9. The Legend of Oz, The Wicked West, number 8. Ghost Town, #1 from Action Lab. M Theory, #1. Earth's Mightiest Heroes, The Avengers, #15. And last but not least, our Merc with the Mouth, Deadpool, issue #11. I am now being joined by my buddy, my man, Troy David Phillips is in the house. How you doing, Troy?
How's everybody doing? Patrick?
Doing well, my brother.
Good to see you coming back from Heroes Con. How
Heroes
was that?
aren't hard to find. Shout out to Heroes Con. That's the store that puts on that great event. Shout out to Shelton Drum. Another great event here in 2013. I was there filming for my show. If y'all don't know, Fantastic Forum. Shout out to Fantastic Forum. Got to interview Arthur Sweetom, the Zombie King, who does the Marvel Zombies covers.
Oh, yes.
We talked to the great Marvel editor, Roy Thomas.
I'm jealous.
Great guy, Mark Bagley, who, by the way, was the first comic artist I met when I was like 15 years old. And I got to meet him again at 34 as a comic book show host. Really cool to see him again.
A lot of people may not realize this, but Mark Bagley actually got his job at Marvel by being the winner of the Marvel Tryout comic. That
Immensely talented guy.
Before New Warriors, before Ultimate Spider-Man, before
Amazing Spider-Man and Avengers Assembled.
I actually remember his
great guy.
I remember his work, the backup features in I think it was Atlantis Attacks.
Yes.
Actually, phenomenally talented and incredibly fortunate young man.
Yes, great guy. We got to talk to so many great folks. Shout out to my Valiant guys who are there in effect. Dinesh, Hunter, Adam, all you guys, Robert Vendetti, Justin Jordan. I love you guys. I'm not going to plug you too much because everybody says, Patrick, you're always talking Valiant. But if you haven't read a Valiant, if you read a Valiant title, you'll understand why.
You know, I've still got the #1s, the 5 for 5. I've still got #1s that we're giving at Flashback here free.
Free.
Stop at the counter and ask me about them, and I'll make sure that you get your Bloodshot, your Archer and Armstrong, your Harbinger, your Exo, and help me out. What's the one I'm forgetting? Shadow Man.
Shadow Man.
Shadow Man.
Because he's lurking in the shadows. Justin Jordan, who's doing a phenomenal job on that, as well as Patrick Zurcher. Like he said, you're getting it free. See what the fuss is all about that I keep bragging about. Check him out. It was cool, man. Got to talk to so many great guys. The Mouse Guard guy, David Peterson, shout out to him. Jeremy Bastion, of course, Pirate Girl. Vivek Tiwari and Andrew C. Robinson, who's provided some great covers for Valiant. And they're both put a book together that you guys should check out. Subscribe to Flashback. Come to Flashback Comics. Subscribe to this book. It's called The Fifth Beatle by Vivek Tiwari, Andrew C. Robinson. It's a great graphic novel about the Beatles. Brian Epstein was the fifth Beatle.
Right.
It's a great story of that's involved there. It's about the Beatles, obviously, but there was this fifth Beatle that a lot of people didn't know too much about, who was gay, and in that time of the '60s and all that stuff, that it wasn't approved by a lot of people. It's a very interesting story. While I was talking to Vivek, there's also a film in the works in regards to the fifth Beatle, and they actually, major coup for them, will be the first film to be able to actually use the rights and have the rights to use the catalog of Beatles music. A lot of those other Beatles movies that came out before, they really didn't use they didn't have the rights, or they couldn't use the full songs, if you will. If you are all about rights and music and all that,
right.
This film has it. I can't wait. Those guys are great guys. It's going to be a blockbuster. There's a lot of fuss about that, but stay tuned on Fantastic Forum, and you'll see more of that. And I just, if you don't mind, before we get to that stuff, it actually started here at Flashback Comics. Shout out to Craig, George, and Larry, my man Troy here. Back on Free Comic Book Day, I brought my daughter here to enjoy in the festivities. Brought a lot of my cosplayer friends, and when I brought her here, she was like, "Dad, all your friends are superheroes." I'm like, you know what? Because we had all the cosplayer people there, and through that little bit of a notion, and me being a producer and all that. I talked to some of my people over at Fantastic Forum, and I organized a new web series that we debuted filming at Heroes Con. Got a bunch of great interviews with a lot of great cosplayers. Got a lot of stuff going on in the works behind that. So check that out. We'll be throwing some of that stuff on our Flashback page, and we also have a Facebook page for that new web series, which is facebook.com/allmyfriendsaresuperheroes. If you're all about cosplay, if you love costumes and all that stuff, check it out. I hope you'll throw it some love.
Well, I will, but I'm going to be lazy, and I'm just going to follow. I'm going to go to my page and follow the link.
Check it out. All right, now let's do it.
Let's talk about some new comics.
Some new release Wednesday books. Our picks of the week. Troy David, hit it up, my man.
Okay, well, y'all know already that I love Dynamite Entertainment and I especially love The Shadow.
Yes.
The Shadow is a great book from Dynamite Entertainment, but that's not the only good thing that came in this week. I also want to hold up Guardians of the Galaxy. We're taking a good look at Rocket Raccoon here. I tell you what,
Rocket Raccoon.
I can't say it enough. When I saw this character in Incredible Hulk 271 back in the 70s, I thought it was the dumbest idea ever. And I'm eating the
raccoon
crow.
with a gun?
I'm eating the crow. I'll tell you what, this character is just freaking amazing. Blam, murdered you. I took a chance and checked this out, The Legend of Oz. Okay, now I read last week's with the Scarecrow.
Okay.
And that was really fine. I'm looking forward to cracking this open.
On that particular character.
I wanted to split it open here, and let me find a really good. There we go.
Let me check it out.
That lion doesn't look too cowardly. So I think that's a book you can get excited about.
Great looks on those characters. I love the costumes.
Now, down we go. This one you can't actually buy at Flashback Comics because it's free. So I'm going to hand them out while supplies last. It's All-Star Superman Special Edition, Grant Morrison, Frank Quitely. It was a really good book, people. If you missed out on it the first time, do not snooze now. Let me get you a good page.
You should really check it out.
There you go.
Yes.
There you go. Okay? So,
That's a
little
DVD
Superman
cover.
love for the Man of Steel movie, which will be coming out on the
Friday.
14th. Friday the 14th. Now, if you're following Captain Marvel, good for you. If you're following Avengers Assemble, good for you. If you're following Avengers The Enemy Within, here it is, people. Here it is. Really good stuff with Carol Danvers these days. Really, really good stuff. The Enemy Within, it's a short series within a series. So unlike the mega arc crossovers, you're not going to have to follow a lot of titles all over the place. Avengers, The Enemy Within, I've still got some copies of that. Avengers Assemble and Captain Marvel. It's only 5 parts, and then wham, zap, you're done.
That's you?
That's me. What's
That's
you?
for David. Let me do me. All right, everybody. I know you want my picks. Here we go. Batman number 21, the 0 year. We have the new 52 Batman now, as you all know, because we've kind of rebooted the universe. So this 0 year kind of goes into that new history of this iteration of Batman. So you'll want to check this out. Scott Snyder is doing a great job on this. You still got Greg Capullo and Danny Mickey on there. Such a great creative team. You'll want to check this out. 0 year is going to be really hot. Check that book out. Next up, another great one from, where is it? Where is it? I'm looking for it. Here it is. From Scott Snyder, Superman Unchained. He's working with Jim Lee, who is, you know, probably the hottest artist of artists, as we all know. There's a big old poster up in here, but just an amazing combination of talent. I can't wait to dig into this one. We'll just leave it right there. Superman, drawn by Jim Lee. You cannot go wrong.
Well, you know, Patrick, I hate to dovetail on you like
Go ahead, brother.
But, you know, Jim Lee actually is a man who very much enjoys the iconic character Superman.
Yes, he does.
His own creation, Majestic,
Yes.
was created in homage to Superman.
I do recall that.
Here it is once again. This is not the first time that Jim Lee has done Superman, and I thought that the story that he did, oh my goodness, that was...
the back on the regular Superman before the new 52.
Yeah, way
was
back.
Great.
It was great.
Great
the
series.
artwork was just phenomenal.
And now to have him in combination with Scott Snyder, who's like the hottest thing right now after the Court of Owls storyline, introducing Talon and all of that. I can't wait to put my fingers through that.
I honestly believe I'm not going to keep this book through the weekend. It's going to fly off the shelves.
So you better come in here and Flashback and pick some up. All right, what do I got next? Because there was a lot of books I saw coming out this week. Actually, let me rewind it. Savage Wolverine. Over here. Number 6. Joe Madureira. I'm probably messing up the name, but this dude is a beast. We are back. Sorry about that, guys. We had a little bit of technical difficulties. My man Connor saw a big-breasted chick that just walked by. He loves them titties.
I did not.
Anyway, let's get to it. My other pick, Savage Wolverine, number 6. Joe Madureira. I'm probably messing up my man's name, but dude, Joe, we call him Joe Mad for sure, because a lot of people mess up his name.
Because
Joe
it's
Mad.
good.
It's mad good. He's back doing a Spider-Man Wolverine. You remember he started up the Avenging Spider-Man book. You remember him from his own book, Battle Chasers, Uncanny X-Men. Dude, look at Elektra. How hot is that? His style, the way he, just lays down his pencils. Look at that. That is phenomenal. Look at that. Look at that. How cool is that? Just a great artist, immensely talented. I'm so excited that he's back on a book again, and he's doing Savage Wolverine, issue number 6. You need to pick this one up. Great stuff. Oh, and there's a great alternate cover by the great Walt Simonson, who I love as well. Check that out. We have 2 great covers, issue number 6 and issue number 6 variant. Pick those up. Great stuff. Next recommendation I have for you, I got a lot of them for you this week, so bear with me. 6 Gun Gorilla. I'm not going to give you too much, but just by the title alone should tell you should pick this up. If you're into monkeys, I'm into monkeys. You love guns, Patrick, you love the Wild West.
I hate to correct you, but a gorilla is not a monkey, it's a great ape.
You know what, I'm not going to go there. I had something I was getting ready to say, but that might sound a little too racial.
Yeah, well,
we'll keep that humor in the shop. But you know I love this guy.
I have to agree with your pick, though. I think this book is going to be a lot of fun.
I'm telling you.
It's going to be crazy fun.
Wild West and gorillas?
Gorillas with guns, man.
I'm telling you. You like how I almost got you with that one on there, right?
Almost.
You led me there, but we're not going to go there. We keep those jokes in the shop. If you want to really have fun with us, you got to come hear our jokes in the shop. It'll drive you crazy. Here we go. Another great pick. Joe Harris. Back when this book was coming together, Joe Harris, the writer on this, put together a Kickstarter campaign. If you're not familiar with Kickstarter, that's a great avenue for creators to raise the funds to put out their works. I was one of the initial backers to help make this book happen, and I'm so excited to see it. It got distribution through Image Comics, and here it is. Saw Joe at the Heroes Con. You need to check this out and check out my interview on Fantastic Forum. Real quick in a nutshell, if you follow science, there's this swirling mass of waste out there in the Pacific Ocean. It's out there. It's toxic. It's crazy. There's this guy who goes out there and lays claim to that mass that is like an island out there, and now everybody else comes in with the rest of the world because there's this new nation that this guy has formed on this island, the Great Pacific. You need to check it out. It's really interesting. There you go. I got you, Joe Harris. Look, I just made you a sale. Last but not least, I think I have one more for you guys. Sorry to keep you waiting, but I know you want to know what we like. Green Lantern Corps issue number 21. After Geoff Johns, who we miss on this title, we love you. They revitalized the whole creative teams on all the different Green Lantern books. The editorial team is different. All of those guys were down at Heroes talking about how they're going to redo Green Lantern and what we're going to see next. Robert Venditti, who's the writer on Exo Manowar, is now writing GL Corps, along with Van Jensen and Bernard Chang, who I loved back when he did Second Life of Dr. Mirage way back in the day. Shout out to Valiant stuff again. They're on this current issue, and it features spotlights in GL Corps now. My favorite Green Lantern, John Stewart. You got John Stewart, you got Fatality. You want to check out this book if you're a fan of the John Stewart Green Lantern. And teaming up with Fatality, it's going to be some good action going on with that. So peep it, check it out. Some good action going on GL. And those are my picks of the week, my brother.
Well, you know, we're talking about Green Lantern Corps, and I just have to say, I read Green Lantern, the regular series, number 21. Yeah, a little love to classic Golden Age Alan Scott, the original Green Lantern. I read number 21, and I got to say that the new team doesn't just stomp all over what Geoff Johns did. They pick up the reins very nicely.
True.
They're taking us forward. The story moves a little more slowly, but it's going to build a little more organically as a result.
But
I think that these new teams, it's not so much that they're going to redo anything, but I think that they're going to pick up the threads and they're going to weave their own fabric. It's still going to feel very good, though. So don't be too afraid to come on board. The Geoff Johns fans, we know you love Geoff Johns. I love Geoff Johns. I love Geoff Johns on Justice League. I love Geoff Johns on Aquaman. But the new teams on Green Lantern do have the reins very solidly, people. Don't be afraid to try it.
But to flip that quarter, if you were on the other side and you weren't thinking it was as fresh as it used to be, there's a whole new team in there. And, you know, while they will continue obviously on that, if you are looking for something different, it's a new team. You know, that's why they do this. You know, while we love everything, you know, you got to freshen it up every now and then. So, I can't wait. There's so many great titles to pick up this week. And Man of Steel comes out this Friday. I can't wait to see it, man. It's looking so good.
Are you going to do a midnight sneak peek?
Right now, it looks like I will be going solo. I plan to do it. My wife doesn't want to go. She doesn't want to be up too late doing that. So if anybody wants to come out with me, hit me up on Facebook. I see Craig George over there. I see Connor, my man Troy. I think it's going to be Flashback Day on Thursday night. We're going to be hitting up that midnight. If you want to join us, come shout us out on Flashbook, and we'll have you come tag along, all right? This is New Release Wednesday for June 12th, 2013. We love you guys. Let's hit them up like we always do, man, at the end of the video.
Absolutely.
Subscribe to us on YouTube.
Like us on Facebook.
Like us on Facebook. And follow us on Twitter. This is Patrick Michael Strange, Troy David Phillips, and we are out of here.
Peace, people.